Hey friends, happy Sunday. I hope all of you are doing so well today. Today I am super excited to sit down and share my October recap with you. It's been a while that I do not do a what sold video, so I thought it would be fun to sit down with all of you and just go over all of last month's sales, including real numbers, profits, and details. I'm going to be 100% transparent about how things went. And at the end of the video, I am going to share with y'all my full profit between eBay and Poshmark. So if you guys love transparency and you love real numbers, we're going to crunch them here. So make sure you guys tune in, subscribe, and share if you enjoy this video. Also, I'm going to be attempting to share my listings how Kylie Elaine does it. She's a YouTuber that I follow. I'm going to leave her link in my descriptions. If you guys have not heard of her and you are a new reseller, I highly suggest that you follow Kylie Elaine and you listen to her. I've learned a lot about sales, a lot about keywords, and a whole lot of things that are selling at the moment. She's very knowledgeable. She has great sales every week. I mean, her sales are incredible. I hope to one day be able to sell as much as she does. So the way I'm going to be sharing my listings is how she does it on her what sold video, and this is who I got the idea from because I have not really seen anyone else do it this way. Everyone always does a pop-up, and that's how I was doing it myself. But honestly, it's a lot of work, and I find this to be a bit easier. So let me know how you guys feel about viewing my what sold listings in this manner and if you enjoyed it. So let's go ahead, grab your coffee or tea. I've already got my coffee, and let's dive into these October sales. Okay guys, I'm hoping this truly does work and I don't do all this work for nothing because I have about 31 sales. So I did pretty much a sale per day, which is better than what I did last year. This is actually my first true year reselling and also as a part-time because I do work a full-time job. So we're going to go ahead and start with this Old Navy Men's XL Puffy Puffer quilted vest with pockets, jackets, full zip, ivory. This was my son's and he did not want this anymore. I did take a offer for $25. My earnings after all cost of fees were deducted from eBay were $20.15. Now, I can't technically say this was free because I did purchase it for my son, but I'm just going to take it as I earned $20.15 on it. I can't remember what I purchased this for, but as you can see in the pictures, it was in excellent condition. And Old Navy is not a bad quality. I always take my measurements just so that you guys can see from shoulder to hem and also from pit to pit. Some buyers will request also shoulder um, measurements, and I'll provide those if they do ask for them, but they rarely ever do. So those are usually the measurements I do for all my tops. So moving on to the next listing. If you guys remember this from a previous video, I purchased this at the bins and this was a great find. Just for the sake of this video, let's say I paid $1.99 because the sweater was pretty heavy. And my title read Gap Women's 100% Lamb's Wool Cardigan, medium. Always include the size in your title. I placed Y2K toggle button knit sweater coat. And The model here, I created this with my actual chat GPT. I've gotten pretty good at it. If you guys want me to give you a little lesson, just drop it in the comments below. And if there are multiple requests, I will actually do a video and show you guys how I use chat GPT to help me create my models. Now, I always like to put styling idea here. I know we're going a little bit off the topic because sometimes the item doesn't come out exactly how it is, but obviously it's photographed afterwards. But I like people to have a visual on how they can style what they purchase. It makes it that much easier to sell. But in this case, ChatGPT did a great job at actually mimicking the exact cardigan. Now, this is the cardigan. I did get it at the bins, cardigan, sweater, jacket, but it was in excellent condition. It needed a little sweater shaving, so I took care of that. And then those are my measurements. I make sure to get always also pictures of the name brand and also of the material. Some people are allergic to certain materials, so I always try to put the material tags into my pictures. Now, as I stated, I paid $1.99 for this. They gave me an offer of $40. I already had a sale. The original price was $60. I had a 25% sale going on. It was 45. They offered me 40. After cost of platform fees and everything was deducted, my total earnings were 33.26 minus the $1.99 that I paid for the actual item. My cost was 30, my earnings, sorry. And if you see me looking to the side, it's because I actually have a notebook here and I have my actual numbers. It just makes it easier for me that way. So my actual earnings were 31.27. That's an awesome sale. I've been trying to keep my cost of goods low by going to the bins or on sales days at the Goodwills. You know, life is expensive and people don't have the change in their pockets that they used to. So they come onto these platforms trying to find deals. So if I receive a decent offer, such as this one, they only took $5 off, even though I did have a sale. But my cost of goods was so low that I don't mind accepting that offer. It paid really well. I take into consideration also my gas, my time, what I eat while I am outsourcing, because I continuously do say this on my videos. It's not that you're buying cheap items to resell, and a lot of people, just calculate this. You're also spending your gas and your time and your knowledge, and you're spending um, money on meals because a lot of times, as if you are a reseller and you're watching this, we all know how long it takes for us when we're out sourcing, and it can be like literally a whole day event. So you need to eat. So moving on to the next, if y'all remember this actually sold for 45 and they returned it because it did not fit the person. So let's go ahead and read the title so that you guys can see what keywords I used. I put Y2K, teal mermaid, prom dress, garden fairy, pageant, quinceañera, wedding gown size 4. Now, when the title of the item is not a known brand, sometimes I don't put it on my title. I just put keywords, the size, and a description as close as I can of the item. So this was a beautiful dress, and I did find it at the bins. It did have some defects, which I'm going to share with you now. I mean, it was absolutely stunning. Some of the beading had to be sewn because they were coming loose, but it's okay because, I mean, for the most part, the dress was in fairly good condition. But if we keep going, it had, let's see, here you could see it had the hook and eye was missing, so they would have had to sew that in. And then it was the name brand was To Be Prom. So I don't know who that is, but the dress was stunning and I saw it at the bins. It was a great deal, so I picked it up. Now, this person purchased it for $35. I had a cost of goods of $1.99. So my total profit after platform fees was $28.97, leaving me with a total earned profit of $26.98. So far, these three sales have exceeded my minimum of $15 earning. So I am super stoked about that. Now, moving on to the next listing. This was another one of my son's tops that he didn't want anymore. Um, and it read Old Navy men's large hooded plaid button up flannel casual shirt. And keywords I used were cowboy and country. I had it for 23. On this day, I had a 10% sale and it was on sale for $20.70. The person did purchase it for the full $20.70, and after platform fees and everything was deducted, my total earnings were $16.51. So this was just a cute little hooded flannel top, but my son takes care of his clothes very, very well. I believe it's also 100% cotton, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yes. Was it? No, it was a cotton blend. So it was a very good deal. I mean, if you're going to get these at Old Navy, you're going to pay not a good amount of money, but you're definitely going to pay a lot more than the $20 here. Moving to the next one. This was so cute. I found this top back in June and it probably didn't sell quicker because obviously we're still in the summer during June, but as we're getting closer to the holidays, people begin to buy stuff like this. Now, this is the I don't know if you say Quacker or Quaker. That always gets me. Factory, it's a 3X, so it had a really good size. Christmas shirt, holiday, dog Santa sparkle long sleeve top. It was in excellent condition. It was adorable. It had like a little detail here on the keyhole, and I brought this up so that you can see the little dog prints. They're all wearing little Christmas decorations or little outfits. It was super cute. I really loved it. And this person purchased it on a day of that I had a sale of 20% off. So I had it at 28, and with the 20% off, it was 22.40. They bought it at the sale price. They did not request for uh, a separate discount. So the total for this, let's see, they paid 22.40. My cost of goods were $6.40 after platform fees. It left me with $17.97. I deducted the 640 and it left me a total earning of $11.57. Now, these were a great find. I found these on Dollar Day at my Goodwill and I absolutely loved it. They're new with tags, they're velvet. My title reads Lauren Ralph Lauren Black Velvet Dress Pants size 10. These pants are an MSRP of $84. And I had them for 45 on the store, and on that date I had another sale of 20% off. I do run a lot of sales in my store when sales are slow. So I had them on sale for $36. The person purchased them for the full $36. I paid $1.06 for these pants. My total earning after the platform fees were deducted were $29.77 minus the $1.06. It left me with a full profit of $28.71. that was an awesome sale. These, as you can see, were very nice pants. There's the tag with the MSRP. I mean, they were very, very nice pants, especially for this time of the year. Moving on next. So these shoes I've had for a while, and unfortunately, I have a notebook with item numbers and what I paid, but sometimes you think you wrote something down and you did not. These were one of those. So they're very pretty. I absolutely love them. I thought they were going to sell a lot faster. I've had these since last year. Um, but I actually relisted them. I delisted them and relisted them, and that's when they sold. That's why it's always good to relist and delist, especially as you grow more into the business. You learn a lot more about keywords, pricing, etc. So I had a sale on this day of 20%. I was asking 28. Let's go ahead and read the title. It says Women's Size 7 Western Embroidered Blue-Heeled Mules with Floral Design. And I put boho as well as a keyword. So the buyer bought these for $28 after the cost of fees from the platform. My total profit was $22.74. We're going to have to leave it as is because, again, unfortunately, I can't remember what I paid for these, but I do remember that it was not much. So we're just going to have to say it was $22.74. Now, these are some really pretty jeans. They're Big Star. We'll read the title. Big Star Women's Bootcut Casey Jeans. If the jeans have the style number, I will write in the style number. In this case, these had the style number on them, and it was the bootcut Casey jeans, size 30R, blue Western. Keywords I used were cowgirl, boho, and comfort. Again, I had a 20% sale. They were marked to $30.40. The person bought them for the $30.40. My cost of goods was $6.04. After the platform paid me, it was $24.90. Minus the 604, it was $18.86. So this is another great sale because it is over my $15 expectation of earning profit. Now, these are my measurements on how I do them for my jeans. I always do take the waist, the distance between the top and the crotch, and the hem as well, so the inseam. I always do this for every single jean. Those are my 3 measurements that I always do. So let's go ahead and move on to the next sale. This was a beautiful belt, but I was kind of already annoyed looking at it because I had it for quite some time. But as you can see, it is absolutely stunning, very pretty. It has a lot of details. The little buckle here with the gems was absolutely stunning. So my title reads Vintage Boho Silver Metal Stretch Belt Greenstone Flower Buckle Waist Cinch. I had a sale of $20. Of 20%. I had it marked at 25 minus 20%. It was $20. The person did an offer of $10. I thought it was ridiculous, but to be honest, they got me on a day where there's just items that they've sat in your store for a while and you just want to get rid of them. This was one of them. I paid about $3 for this belt, and after the platform deducted its fees, I earned $7.32. Minus the cost of goods, I only made $4.32. So this was definitely one of the sales that flopped. It was such a bad sale. But I'm just glad I got rid of it, and hopefully that person's enjoying it. This dress is absolutely stunning. It's very minimalist. I've had it up since last year during summer. I had it up during summertime this year, and it did not sell, which I found that insane because it's a very summer dress, but it did sell on October 15th. But just so that you guys know, I post everything all year long because the weather is different around the world and people do travel. So let's go ahead and read the title. It says Women's Large Maxi White Bohemian Dress, Dainty Cottage Core, Beach Country Wedding. And I'm going to show you I did not put the name brand because the name brand does not sell well. I think it's like Millie Gabrielle or something, and this is a size large. It's made in India. I loved the little braided strappy sleeves and the silver metallic details that it has. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very, very cottage core, and it is 100% cotton as well. So that's also a plus. It almost looks linen if you look at it. Does it have linen in it? No, it says 100% cotton. So I had a sale and it was on sale for $40. My original price was 50. The person offered me 34, and because I've had it in my store for so long, I went ahead and accepted the offer. I paid $8.12. The cost, my profit from the platform after everything was deducted was $28.29. Minus the cost of goods, I ended up with $20.17. So still, again, another great sale. It's over my $15 margin. I absolutely loved this button up sweater from Talbot's. The title reads Talbot's Large Cardigan, Lamb's Wool Blend, Fair Isle, Nordic Cottage Core, Cozy Winter. Posted this again in June, so why maybe it took so long to sell. And they just purchased it October 15th. Again, I had a sale. I do get a lot of sales when I have my sales in my store. My items tend to move quicker because people are here looking for good deals. So my sale was 20% and it was marked at $28, and the person bought it at the full price of $28. I paid $6.40 for this sweater, and after the platforms deducted all of their cost of goods, I earned $22.92. Minus the 640, it left me with 16.52. So again, over that $15 margin. But this is such a pretty sweater. I mean, look at the details on it. And the colors are so pretty as well. I absolutely loved it. So moving on, these jeans I got at the bins, and the title reads Express Kingston Jeans 34 by 32 Men's Bootcut Gray Straight Leg Classic Denim. Uh, when I get things at the bins, I price very fairly. And when I do sales, they still go on sale. Let's say that this was $1.99 because jeans are heavy, and in my bins, um, I think every pound is $1.99. So for the sake of this video, let's say, or every 2 pounds, sorry. For the sake of the video, let's say that this was $1.99. The person bought these at, they offered $19.60. So they did not even offer me the $22.40, but because I only paid $1.99, I went ahead and accepted it. My cost of goods from the platform after everything was deducted was $15.56, and my total profit was a little bit below that $15 margin that I like. I earned $13.57, so about $1.50 off or so. Flocka. Oh, okay, sorry about that. I tell people I'm recording and they still call, which is insane. But anyways, this next one is really cool. This is actually a vintage DKNY women's silk blazer jacket, size medium, minimal style, lightweight. I should have said minimalist. I don't know why I said minimal. Sometimes when you go back and read these titles, it's crazy. Anyways, minimal style, lightweight, boxy 90s. This is 100% silk and it is from DKNY. It was really nice. It had a really pretty coral color to it. I had it for 48. It had a 20% sale going on, so it was marked at 38.40. Person offered $36, and I went ahead and took the offer because again, I only paid $1.06 for this. I got this on Dollar Day. So after the platform fees and everything was said and done, my total net profit was $29.97 minus the 106 for the cost of goods. I made $28.91. That was an awesome sale. This next one here is a Talbot's Red women's full zip and button jacket, size 1X, and words I used were fall, winter, outdoors, and casual. This was a great sale in the sense that they got a great item, but I mean, it was a good sale for me. I do have another one like this one, but I think it's actually more it's a better quality. I don't know if those are the words I want to use, and it's got like this kind of like a rust orange. I have to actually list that one. But this was on sale for 20%. I had it originally at $49.99, and with the sale, it came to $39.99. The person offered me $30. I went ahead and took that, and I paid $8.54 for this. And the total profit from the actual platform when it was deducted, it came out to 24.62 minus my cost of goods. It was a net profit of 16.08. So again, still over that $15 margin. This was a cute little hoodie, a zip up hoodie that I got at the bins. The title reads LL Bean Women's Relaxed Fit Plaid Full Zip Hoodie Jacket Granola Girl Outdoors. And just so that you guys know, I do use a lot of Chat GPT to assist with the titles as well. So I definitely love my Chat GPT. Comment down below if you guys use Chat GPT as well and how it helps you. No, I am not affiliated with no Chat GPT. Just letting you guys know that that's what I use to assist me. So let's go ahead and review. I did not have a sale going on this day, but the person offered me $23. I paid about $1 for this item. After the platforms took their fees, it was $18.79 minus my cost of goods. I made $17.79. Posted this in June, sold in, when did it sell? When did it sell? When did it sell? I can't see it here. Maybe you guys see it. It sold a little bit ago. I mean, I don't know. Well, duh, it sold in October because these are my October sales. Okay, guys, just erase that. That went over my head. So let's go ahead and move on. This next sale is a Lulu's mini sequin dress, and it was new with tags. So I did put the NWT for new with tags, and it says Lulu's Women's Small Strapless Sequin Mini Dress, Gold and Copper Prom Festival Party. Those were my keywords that I used. Did not have a sale going on this day, and it sold. Let's see how much they offered. They offered me $30, so they actually took a whole whopping $18 off my price. I paid $8.54. My total profit from the platforms when they took all their cost of goods was $23.81, and minus my cost of goods, I made a total earning of $15.27. So still over that $15 margin. So far on eBay, let's go ahead and do the last sale here. Now, supposedly this person started a return on this, but I did check. It does not show a return being processed yet. So I'm still putting it with my sales because if they don't return that within a certain span time, eBay refunds you your money 100%. So I think they have a certain amount of time to return an item to you. And actually, I had an incident like that where a person started a return, never did the return, and eBay at the end refunded me my full money. So this item I actually relisted and delisted several times, and I thought it would sell a lot quicker because, as you can see, it is very nice. And my keywords were women's medium asymmetrical white draped blazer jacket, retro 80s contemporary chic. I did not have a sale going on that day. I had it for $45. They offered me $35, and I went ahead and took it. And my cost of goods were $8.12 for this. My total profit from the platforms after all their fees were deducted were $28.92. And minus my cost of goods, I made a total earning of $20.80. So these were all really good sales with the exception of three sales that were below my $15 margin. So I'm really happy. So in eBay, these were, I think, 17 items, I believe. Yes, 17 items for the month of October. The total, and this is already with all the cost of goods deducted, platform fees, and everything. I brought home $330.22. If I divide that into my 17 items, each item rounds to $19.42. So I would not say that's bad. Like I said, this is my first actual full year. I started with eBay last year, but I didn't really dedicate time to it till about maybe more than halfway through the year. And then I started in a very bad time, which is in the summer. And we all know about the summer slowdown. So, um, and I'm still learning, but I'm just proud that I've done a lot better, obviously, this year than last year. And as you grow and you have more sales and people get to know you more, you're going to have more sales. It's just a slow moving pace business that you need to be patient with. And again, I do this part time. So for a part time single mother of a 15-year-old, $330, that's a big deal. So those were all my eBay sales. We're going to move on now to Poshmark, and we're going to start with these American Eagles. Now, my daughter gave these to me. My daughter, I need to take a sip of coffee, y'all. Hold on a minute. All right. So my daughter gave these to me. So this was zero cost. And my title reads American Eagle Women's Mom Straight Jeans, size 14, regular stretch corduroy pants. And the person bought them for the $14, so that was good. And the color was sort of like an olive greenish color, I think. I don't know what y'all want to call that, but they were nice and they were in really good condition because my daughter also takes care of her stuff really, really well. So after the platform fees were deducted, my profit was $11.05. So not too bad. All right, these were really nice pants, and I got these at the bins. The title reads Bluff Works Men's Chino Pants, 36 by 34, khaki casual work dress slacks. I had these for $25. Person bought them for $25. My cost of goods was $1. After the platform deducted their fees, my earnings there were $20 minus the $1 I made a total profit of $19. So it was definitely over that $15 margin. And these were very nice pants, very nice pants. So moving on to the next. This was by far the best sale within between both platforms. I did pay up for this dress, but this dress is absolutely stunning and it is new with tags. I'll slow down on my clicks so that you guys can see all the detail in this dress. I mean, it's beautiful and it is actually handmade. And my title reads Any Old Iron Nashville Handmade Sequin Mini Dress Club Wear Glam Party Size Extra Small. I thought this was going to sit for a long time, but it actually did not. I got it because I just thought it was absolutely stunning. And the fact that this is handmade, I mean, that's just so insane. It's got so much little details and sequin in it. I mean, how long could this have taken? I just found it stunning. So I had it up for $100 and they bought it for $100. And I did pay up for this. I paid $17.10. After Poshmark deducted their fees, I ended up with $80 minus the $17.10. I made a total profit on this dress of $62.90. So by far, this was the best sale I had between Poshmark and eBay. But it was, I'd say this dress was worth every single penny. It was absolutely stunning. This is a hoodie. I got it because this is like a 3D kind of embroidered print that it had. The title I used was Redfish, that's actually the name brand, on men's XL hoodie with embroidered blackfish skeleton design. I had this for a while and it was not moving, so I actually lowered the price on Poshmark to $14 and they bought it for the $14. Thank goodness that they did not ask for another discount. Separate from already the very low price that I have it there for. But anyways, my cost of goods was actually $6.40. Platform after they took their fees was $11.05. And this was definitely a horrible sale. I actually made $4 whole and 65 cents on this sale. I think I could have done better, but I just, like I said, sometimes you just have items in your store that you just want to get rid of. So here's another example of one of my AI models that I created. And this is for the Express sweater. And AI again did a beautiful job grasping most of the details on the sweater, with the exception of the neck being a little bit different. And it does read Express Black Metallic Cable Knit Sweater, Small Sparkle Shimmer Party Holiday. Here's the original sweater. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Here's the original sweater. So as you can see, AI did a terrific job just, you know, getting every single detail on for this sweater. And I had it for $35. And the person paid they paid the 35 $4. I got this on dollar day, so I paid $1.06. That includes my taxes. I always include, by the way, my taxes in everything I purchase. So when I tell you the price of what I purchased it for, that's out the door. That's with taxes included. After the platform deducted its fees, it was a profit of $28 minus the $1.06. I made $26.94. So this was an awesome sale too. So moving on, this was gifted to me and I didn't pay anything for it. It reads Black Sheer Rhinestone Neckline Mini Dress, size large, sleeveless, party club wear. Now, again, this is another one of my AI models. Sometimes I do them differently, and I started to, in some pictures, actually put the picture of the item itself next to the AI model. I have not done it recently because this is very time consuming. And again, I do this part time. So if I have a good amount of time, I'll go ahead and out of my way and do that. And that way the person can see the actual item itself and compare it to what the AI models were wearing. So I had this for $17, and the person bought it for the actual $17. After the fees of the platform were deducted, I made a total profit of $13.60. These overalls, mom bought them for her daughter for Halloween. And I thought it was, I mean, so cute. She's like, oh, these are for my daughter for Halloween. I'm thinking maybe she was a scarecrow. I don't know. That's really the only thing that comes to mind. But they got there on time, thankfully. But, anyways, let's go to the title. It reads Women's Small Denim Overalls, Adjustable Straps, Front Pocket, Farmer, Outdoors, Workwear. Those were my keywords. She bought them for the $38 because, like I said, she was in a hurry to purchase this. She did not want to fool around with going back and forth. After all of the profit, after all of the fees were deducted from the platform, I made a total of 30.40 minus the cost of goods were $8.54. So my actual profit was 21.86. So this was again a very good sale. A name brand, it's called Fashion Jeans. I mean, some things I buy for the aesthetics of it. Obviously, this is not a high name brand, but aesthetically, the overalls were really cute. This was a great sale as well. This is a cabby blouse, XL sheer, floral ruffle, front sleeveless top, purple pink garden. Those were my keywords. And I bought this cabby blouse on Dollar Day as well, and they purchased it at the $28 price that I have it there for. It is a very beautiful blouse. I absolutely love it. My cost of goods was $1.06. After the platforms deducted their cost, the total was $22.40 minus the 106. It came out to $21.34, my full profit. So moving on to the next. Here's another great sale. I found these Pilcro pants in the bins just as I was leaving, and my title reads Pilcro and the letterpress Stat Fit Flare button leg corduroy jeans, navy size 28. I had them for 54. They purchased them for the full asking price of $54. And my cost of goods into this was actually $1. After the platform deducted their fees, I made 43.20 minus the $1. My total profit was 42.20. This was a great sale. These pants were so freaking cute. I absolutely loved them, and I loved the little detail that they had here at the bottom hem with the buttons. I thought that was super nice as well. So moving on to the following sale. These are some Peter Millar Seaside Jogger Pants, Men's Large Stretch, Comfort Lounge, Gym, Leisure. Those were my keywords. Now, I did pay up for these. Thank God they sold for the full asking price of $42. Because I did pay $10.68 for these pants. After Poshmark deducted their fees, I made $33.60 minus the $10.68. My total profit was $22.94. But these were very nice pants. Here's a model that shows how they fit. This is not created. That model is not created by me. All right, so moving on to the next. I thought this was a cute sweater. I purchased this at the beginning when I first started to resell. Didn't really know much about materials, and unfortunately, as cute as it is, this is 100% acrylic. So, I'm really, if you guys have paid attention to my previous thrift haul videos, you'll see where I am on a complete mission of finding just organic materials like cotton, wool, cashmere, knitted stuff. I'm trying to stay from polyesters and acrylic. Some things may have polyester, but I try for it not to be the higher percentage because a lot of people are allergic to these materials. I've had two returns because they thought that they read 100% cotton when it was a cotton blend and they couldn't wear it. So I'm honestly putting a big effort into just trying to find organic materials that are breathable and won't do like allergic reactions, to people. But anyways, this is Democracy Women's Striped Pullover Sweater, Preppy Lightweight Boho Beachy, size medium. I marked it down to $15 because it was sitting in my closet forever and I wanted it to leave. Person paid the $15. My cost of goods were $6.40. And after the platform deducted their fees, I made 12 whole dollars. And minus the cost of goods, my actual net profit was $5.60. So that was a very bad sale as well. And then moving on to the last sale are these BDG Urban Outfitters high waist carpenter bleached women's jeans. Streetwear was my keyword. Size 27. These were up for 28. The person paid the full 28. My cost of goods were $6.17 and the platform paid me $22.40 when they deducted all of their fees. And then deducting my cost of goods, I made a total profit of $16.23. So, all in all, I think I did pretty well. I had, let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only had 5 sales out of the 31 that did not meet my margin of $15 and above. So I'm really, really happy. So in Poshmark, my cost of goods were, I mean, not my cost of goods, my apology. My total profit after everything was deducted was $268.31. Now, if I divide I think it was 12 items into the 268.31, each item was 22.35. So it actually did better than eBay. Now, my grand total between eBay and Poshmark, and again, this is deducting my cost of goods, platform fees, and everything. In the month of October, I brought an extra $598.53 right from the comfort of my home and not having to get into my car and go work a part time, a second job as a part time. So I was very pleased with all these sales. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this way of recording. I'm hoping that it comes out good because I'm actually going to go check it out now. Um, so we'll see. You guys leave your comments down below. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. It really does help. And I appreciate you guys watching and supporting my small channel. Bye.